don't know. Good morning. Good afternoon, WMS Radio.
Hey, Doreen, just calling for the game feed.
Okay. George was looking for you. You want to talk to Brian?
I can't. We're on the live stream, Doreen. So just.
Oh, you're going.
He's on a live stream. He's on a live stream, George. He said he can't talk with you.
Tell him tonight. Call me. It's something about public information. I think the radio is just would be.
Okay, he said call him tonight.
That sounds good.
Public information.
Thanks.
Hold on.
And so I have 5 brothers and 2 sisters. Sadly, one of my brothers is deceased, but I still consider myself one of 8, and the baby. And both of my parents are deceased, but families are important to me. Families of all kinds, and so it's been great to be part of a big family. I have 2 children myself. I have a 24-year-old and a 20-year-old. I just appreciate children and families, and have been blessed to be around a lot of different types of families, and to see that not all of them are biological, and that's okay. And it works, and it's wonderful, and I just applaud their good work.
Well, hey, first off, I want to say thank you so much for coming on. We'd love to have you back on before the election, if we can make time for that. Give you a little bit more time in there. And
we've got about 30 seconds left. If you can tell us how to get hold of you, or at least find your campaign site, that would be appreciated for the listeners.
Yep.
Sure. So it's just Wise for Judge. So if you look for wiseforjudge.com, you'll find our website. We're also on Facebook, so if you want to look for Wise for Judge, we're definitely on Facebook as well. If you want to Google just my name, Joyce Hatfield Wise, you can do that as well. So there's lots of different ways to reach us, and I would welcome people reaching out.
All right. Hey, thank you so much. So we'll sign off like John always does with God bless everyone and God bless America. This is the Billy John Show.
This has been the Billy John Show on your local station, WMBS Uniontown. Our C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day, Laurel Highlands and Uniontown, and our Sprouse Insurance Group Insurance Show is up next.
It's time for another C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day, coverage of high school baseball here on WMBS and the High School Sports Network. Being brought by Deb Apicella for Fayette County Treasurer, Mama Ruca's Pizza Shop, WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, Ted Silva and Son Auto and Fender Repair, Patrick Livingston for North Union Township Supervisor, Davis and Davis Attorneys at Law, Jimmy Johns in Uniontown, Ford of Uniontown, Shop and Save, M&R Transit, Potter's Bar and Grill, Sisson Pre-Owned, the Radcliffe Law Firm, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Stewart Collision, the C. Harper Auto Group, Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshock, South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer, General Dentist Dr. Edward Wietek, Russ Blahel, your local Allstate Insurance Agent, Zebly Mahalovan White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys, Sheba Orthopedics, North Union Township Supervisor Curtis Matthews, Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market, the Centers for Rehab Services and Physical Therapist Jim Burns, and by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS and on the True Live High School Sports Network.
From Bailey Park in Uniontown, it's time for high school baseball action here on WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live this afternoon. The Uniontown Red Raiders 3-10 overall, 2-7 out of Section 3 and 4A host the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, who sit at 11-4 overall and 8-3 in conference play. Brian Morozak along with you. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group, and Agent David Hughes will get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Laurel Highlands got a perfect game from Joe Chambers yesterday in a 10-0 win at Landman Field over Uniontown. They'll try to duplicate that success this afternoon with Nick Kumar on the mound. Laurel Highlands still finding themselves in second place in Section 3 and 4A, 8-3. West Mifflin still at the top of the conference at 9-1. In fact, the Titans have clinched at least a first-place tie in the section for first place. Should be an interesting afternoon. As we mentioned, Nick Kumar pitching for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. For the Uniontown Red Raiders, it will be Chaz Lambie on the hill, and we'll set the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. The batting lineup for Laurel Highlands and the defense for Uniontown. And the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Going on now with Harper Chevy.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $169 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is for tax, title fees, and first payment. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Sale ends June 1st, 2021. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put. Change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Hello, this is former Fayette County Treasurer Robert F. Bobby Danko. I am wholeheartedly supporting Deb Apicella, who is running for Fayette County Treasurer in the upcoming election. I hired Deb and she worked her way through the ranks in the Treasurer's office. She gained over 15 years' experience and has been Fayette County Chief Deputy Treasurer for the past 8 years. Deb is doing an outstanding job. Her excellent work ethics has shown she does whatever is necessary to keep the office running efficiently, effectively, and customer-friendly. Deb Apicella's years of experience has proven she is trustworthy and dedicated to the taxpayers of Fayette County. Your vote and support for Deb will ensure the Treasurer's office will continue to operate smoothly and she will continue to be a full-time, hard-working Fayette County Treasurer. We need to keep Deb Apicella in the Treasurer's office and make her our next Fayette County Treasurer.
Paid for by the candidate.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are community treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Filing for bankruptcy is not something that anyone wants to do. Good people sometimes run into hard times, and they need help. Hi, I'm Dan White with the law offices of Zebley, Mahalav & White, and I'm here to help. If you're faced with insurmountable debt and are out of options, and you need help, give our office a call today. Allow us to help you understand your rights and options under the law. Filing bankruptcy is not the end of the road, and if you're struggling with debt, it very well could be a new beginning. So stop worrying and take action. Give our office a call today at 724-439-9200 or click on zeblaw.com for more information. Zebley, Mahalav & White, local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Going on now with Harper Chevy.
Our customers.
Back here at Bailey Park in Uniontown, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs to bat first here in the top half of the first inning. Let's set their lineup. Leading off and playing in center field, number 14, Caden Early. Batting second, the shortstop, Ty Sankovic. Batting third and pitching, Nick Kumar. In the cleanup spot and catching, number 18, Alex McLean. Zach Koffler batting fifth and playing first base. Joe Chambers batting sixth. He's playing second base. Joe coming out for that perfect game yesterday. Braden McKnight batting seventh. He's playing third base. C.J. Geskin left field batting eighth. And Jace Hampy in right field batting ninth. Defensively for Uniontown, they'll have Tanner Uphold in left, Andrew Maher in center, Eric Odeman right around the horn. It's Christian Thomas at third, Hunter Chuck at short. Mason Kuhn playing second, Jack White playing first, Chaz Lambie pitching, and Colton Sparks catching. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Be back with the first pitch right after this here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network and the South Union Township Sports Network.
I'm attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law, and I've handled all sorts of workplace accident cases over the past 10 years. When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to return. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call our workers' compensation team at Radcliffe Law at 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you and answer your questions at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Back here at Bailey Park, just about set to go. Caden Early leading off for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Early enters the game with a .378 average and 9 RBIs. Again, facing Chaz Lambie. And Laurel Highlands victorious yesterday over Uniontown with a 10-0 win. And Lambie will get this one underway on a cloudy afternoon from Bailey Park, and the first pitch high and outside for ball 1. The Mustangs with 2 regular season games scheduled after today. They were scheduled to play Thomas Jefferson yesterday. That game axed. They'll travel to Albert Gallatin on Thursday and they'll wrap up the regular season Friday at home against California. That pitch in for a strike, and we're even at 1-1. Lambie to Caden Early. Uniontown, they'll have a conference series coming up Wednesday and Thursday this week against Ringgold. They'll host the Rams here on WMBS tomorrow and then travel to Ringgold on Thursday. 1-1 pitch now to Caden Early, and that one high and outside again, now 2-1. Lambie here to Early as we work here in the top half of the first inning. Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. Brian Morozak along with you. Jerry Dupay behind the camera on both WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network. And Nick Barczyk and Bill Madden back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Grounder there to first, and Jack White's making the play, 3 unassisted for the first out of this top half of the first inning. And then I'll bring up Ty Sankovic, the Mustang shortstop, batting .385 with 6 RBIs. Mustangs in their away blues today. Red numbers, gray pants. Uniontown in the home maroons. White numbers, white pants. Lambie getting set now for the first pitch here to Ty Sankovic. It's a breaking ball, and Sankovic a line drive and sends it into center field. Well positioned there between Chuck Check and Mason Kuhn. And the Mustangs have a base runner here with 1 out in the top half of the first inning. Then I'll bring up Nick Kumar. Nick will be pitching today for the Mustangs. Nick, a pair of home runs on the season. That's Sankovic on first. And a quick check, and that ball getting away from Jack White, the first baseman, and tied back safely. Now Lambie back on the hill here for Uniontown. Out of the stretch, first pitch here to Kumar, a little one-hopper. Good block there from Colton Sparks. And count at 1-0. Working on getting our score hub working for you as well. Have a few connection issues with that we're trying to get rectified. So a 1-0 count here, and now once again a throw over to first wide of White, and that will allow Sankovic to get down to second. And the Mustangs early on with a runner in scoring position here in the top half of the first inning. Sankovic with a nice line drive hit. He sent right between Kuhn and Chuck Check to get aboard, and now Colton Sparks will have a little discussion here with Chaz Lambie. Yesterday, Uniontown had Christian Thomas on the mound. Thomas was sharp early on before the Mustangs got to him. Uniontown ended up using 3 pitchers in their 10-0 loss, but again, the game highlighted by the perfect game thrown by Laurel Highlands' Joe Chambers. And Nick Kumar, who's batting now for Laurel Highlands, was a home run away from the cycle yesterday. Nick a triple-double and single in that game, and actually came to the plate in the bottom of the 5th inning with an opportunity. Check that bottom of the 6th inning with an opportunity to get the home run for the cycle. Could not capitalize there, but no complaints out of the Mustangs after their performance yesterday. And a 10-0 win as they fight for playoff positioning. It's a 2-0 count here. Lambie to Kumar with Sankovic on second, and the 2-0 pitch misses low, moves the count now to 3-0. Sankovic already getting his uniform dirty here early on. After that slide into second. Now a 3-0 count. Lambie to Kumar, and that one well high and inside for ball 4. And I'll give the Mustangs 2 on with 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. And much as they were yesterday, the Uniontown Red Raiders a little bit short-handed just due to some contact tracing issues. Talked to Uniontown head coach Kenny Musco after the game yesterday, and he said his son Tate, along with Austin Greco, as that ball hit on the right side, and the throw over to first going wide again of Jack White. That'll allow Sankovic to score. Kumar heads down to apologize, lost the audio here, getting Gary hooked up. And now a little infield meeting here from the Uniontown Red Raiders trying to get settled down. And Gary, not what Uniontown wanted to see after losing 10-0 yesterday. The Mustangs ready to run across, one out here in the top of the first inning, leading 1-0.
Yeah, I apologize for being a little late, but listening on the radio coming in, I did catch the first half of the inning here, and you're right. The Red Raiders do not want the Mustangs to load up on the runs here early.
Now Zach Koffler will come to the plate. Again, Early was retired, 3 unassisted. You had the Sankovic single, Nick Kumar walked, and then Alex McLean reaching base via an error, giving Laurel Highlands their first run of the afternoon. We were mentioning the Red Raiders without Tate Musco, Austin Grego, and Wyatt Nails due to some contact tracing. But talking to head coach Kenny Musco, he expects all three back tomorrow for Uniontown's home game against the Ringgold Rams. Now Zach Koffler at the plate. Koffler swing and a miss there at the first pitch from Chaz Lambie and counted 0-1.
Weather was a little iffy here early, Brian, and still not really ideal conditions, but we're trying to get it in.
Bill Madden tells me back in our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios, the temperature is 60 degrees. Doesn't feel like it, though, out there. And that pitch ruled a strike. So 2 strikes here on Zach Koffler. And Koffler really has gotten the bat going, Gary, as of late. After a little bit of a rough stretch, had that home run against Elizabeth Forward. And then a nice day yesterday at the plate against Uniontown.
We mentioned that yesterday, and good time of the year to come alive for Zach Koffler. We knew he had it in him. He's been a very productive man at the plate throughout his high school career, and he did hit a lot of hard balls that were just at him.
Last pitch missed, count out 1-2. And this ball hit on the ground and snared there by the third baseman Thomas, who sends it over to White to get the out, but the Mustangs able to score another run as Nick Kumar comes across. And the Mustangs now take a 2-0 lead to give Koffler an RBI.
Productive at bat.
Now bring up Joe Chambers, the 6th Mustang to bat here in this top half of the first inning. Now with McLean on second and 2 outs. Now Chambers will step out of the batter's box, and certainly a memorable day yesterday for Joe, pitching that perfect game.
Still be riding on cloud 9.
I would think so. Playing second base for Laurel Highlands here today. Batting from the right side. Lambie's first pitch, and therefore a strike, 0-1 to Joe Chambers. And Gary, we mentioned earlier the Mustangs game that was scheduled for tomorrow against Thomas Jefferson's been axed. They'll travel to Albert Gallatin on Thursday. That game will be both here on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network. Senior Day will be Friday at home against California. That'll be a South Union Township Network only game. Tony Hanul will bring you that one on Friday.
Yeah, it's a shame that the Thomas Jefferson game did get canceled. A lot of activities planned for Senior Day up at Landman Field, but they'll try to get it in Friday.
Got now 1-1 here to Joe Chambers. Lambie a little glance back at second. That pitch a little low, moves the count now to 2-1. Again, Uniontown, still 2 conference games to play. They'll host Ringgold tomorrow and then travel to Ringgold on Thursday. Uniontown still mathematically alive for a playoff spot. Really need to win out the rest of the way.
The way they've played, you got to believe they still have it in them.
Especially if they get some of those players back tomorrow as well.
Correct.
They're going to have to try to find a way, though, to get past Laurel Highlands here today. Count now moves to 3-1 to Joe Chambers. And Lambie's 3-1 pitch, high and in tight. And Chambers walks, second walk issued here in this top half of the first inning by Chaz Lambie, and that'll bring up Braden McKnight. McKnight, the Mustangs' third baseman. Batting from the left side now with Chambers on first and McLean on second. A long look in here from Lambie. First pitch, little check swing, and going around was Braden McKnight. Takes the count to 0-1.
Good pitch there by Lambie. Had that on the inside part of the plate, just kind of using a little bit of a change-up curve.
Count now 0-1. Lambie again from the stretch. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one fouled back by Braden McKnight. Takes the count to 0-2. And we'll have that Uniontown Ringgold game here at Bailey Park for you tomorrow on WMBS. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show 3:45. First pitch set for 4 o'clock will be the senior day game for Uniontown tomorrow. It's good to see they'll have an opportunity to honor their seniors. Should be a nice weather day as well. And that breaking ball, another one-hopper blocked there by Sparks. Takes the count to 1-2 now to Braden McKnight.
Nice job by Sparks all day yesterday with the blocks behind the plate, and another one, nice one there.
He was challenged a little bit from time to time, especially late in that game. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one fouled off again by Braden McKnight. We're situated right behind the first base bag. Interesting vantage point here at Bailey Park, Gary.
Yeah, we're in some dangerous foul ball territory.
Yes, especially from the lefties. Jerry Dupay with the camera right behind us on top of the hill.
We'll have to protect him.
Yes. The last time we were down here, Tony actually caught a foul ball. You have to be alert and alive here, Gary. Time call.
Had to be rolling for him to catch.
That was a line drive. His hand was a little red after making the grab. Tony's actually here checking out this one. Again, we'll have the Mustangs for you on the South Union Township Sports Network on Friday against California. 1-2 here again, and that pitch in there for strike 3. That'll end the inning, but the Mustangs able to score 2 and lead it 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the first here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
On Election Day, vote for experience. Re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Union Township Supervisor. Kurt will continue to vote no to increase your taxes in North Union. Kurt will continue to secure funding for North Union Township to improve infrastructure and continue developing and improving recreation areas and expanding the Sheepskin Trail. Kurt Matthews will continue to work as a team with his fellow supervisors and for all residents of North Union Township, Democrat or Republican. On Election Day, Curtis Matthews would appreciate your vote and ask for your write-in vote.
Paid for by the Friends to re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Union Township Supervisor.
Moving to the bottom half of the first inning here at Bailey Park, the Uniontown Red Raiders coming to bat. Let's set their lineup. Leading off and playing third base, number 21, Christian Thomas. Batting second, the shortstop, number 200, Chuck Check. Batting third in right field, number 19, Eric Odom. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot and catching, number 40, Colton Sparks. Batting fifth and playing in left field, number 24, Tanner Uphold. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 50, Jack White. Batting seventh in center field, number 1, Andrew Maher. Batting eighth, the DH, number 33, Aiden Martin. And batting ninth and pitching, number 5, Chaz Lambie. Defensively for Laurel Highlands, though, C.J. Guest getting the start today in left field, Caden Early in center, and Jace Hampy in right. Around the horn, Braden McKnight at third, Ty Sankovic playing short. Joe Chambers playing second, Zach Koffler playing first, Nick Kumar pitching, and Alex McLean catching for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs here today. We'll see if Nick can follow up that performance from Joe Chambers yesterday, Gary.
I'm sure he would like to. That was a very exciting day for all of us yesterday, Brian, and nice to see the coverage in the Herald Standard already today. Big day for Joe Chambers. A perfect game. I can't remember ever seeing one in high school.
Early on here, Christian Thomas showing bunt, pulls back, infield charging. First pitch misses for ball one. Laurel Highlands acting coach yesterday, Mike Smith, said he never saw it before, and Joe Chambers certainly never experienced it either. On a 1-0 pitch, just missing inside. And the Mustangs were a little bit concerned about the mound here at Bailey Park, Gary. Not much to it here today.
Yeah, it's a little flat.
Yes. 2-0, fastball. A strike on the inside corner, moves the count to 2-1. I guess the mound was pretty similar down at Wiley Park when the Mustangs played Game 2 of a doubleheader last Thursday against Elizabeth Forward. Well, one hopper there from Kumar. And we talked about, especially these road games and the adjustments the pitchers have to make, and that's certainly a factor when you really don't have much to a mound.
And it really is not a small adjustment, as I'm sure Tony would tell you. When you're pitching at different mound, different heights, it really creates a big problem adjusting.
3-1 was fouled off, so now we're full of 3-2. Kumar to sophomore Christian Thomas. A 3-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike three. So Nick Kumar, after falling behind in the count early on, comes back and strikes out Christian Thomas, just like that one away here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Perfect game's intact, Brian.
Yes, it is. See how long we can keep it going here today. And again, we wish Laurel Highlands head coach Scott DeBerry the best. Scott not here again today. Hopefully we get an opportunity to see him later on in the week. First pitch to Hunter Chukchek. Swing and a miss, strike one. So the count 0-1 here. Kumar to Chukchek. And the Mustangs will get a day off tomorrow before wrapping up the regular season Thursday and Friday. The WPIAL playoff pairings will be announced Friday at 3 o'clock. That pitch in there for strike two to Chukchek.
They did determine the time for those pairings for Friday?
3 o'clock.
Good.
They'll be announced at 3 o'clock. So the Mustangs will actually know who they're playing and where in the WPIAL playoffs. They're strike three, so 2 up, 2 down, and 2 early strikeouts for Nick Kumar before they take the field against California. And the first round playoff game could be as early as Monday. And I would expect you'll have the first round games most of next week, and then probably the quarterfinal round games and the semifinal round games played on a back-to-back basis the following week, again with the WPIAL championship games being played at Wild Things Field in Washington June 1st and 2nd. And that would be the Tuesday and Wednesday after Memorial Day.
I know the higher seeds do get, as a strike is called there again, 0-2 to Odom. But I know the higher seeded teams do get byes, but they may play some home games too also.
I think they're going to be neutral site from what came out yesterday during the WPIAL committee meeting. It sounds like they still have the intention at this point, like in past years going back to 2019, to hold all of the playoff games at neutral sites. Unlike we saw for basketball. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. So Nick Kumar strikes out the side, just like we saw from Joe Chambers in the first inning yesterday. So after one, it's Laurel Highlands 2, Uniontown nothing here on the C. Harper Group High School Sports Day.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 57th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 57 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Laurel Highlands a 2-0 lead over Uniontown as we head to the top of the second. Here's Gary to bring you the action.
Thanks, Brian. Leading off for the Mustangs, C.J. Guest getting a start here this afternoon.
Guest actually comes in with a .556 average.
First pitch from Lambie in the dirt for ball one at historic Bailey Park.
Yes. And they actually added, I was thinking about this last night, too. It's funny that you bring it up. And they actually added historic to the name of the complex.
They should.
Yes. Well, in Columbus, they're actually building a new soccer stadium, and so the new one's built. They're referring to the old Crew Stadium as historic Crew Stadium.
Well,
I don't think they're building a new Bailey Park, though, anytime soon in Uniontown, at least that I'm aware of.
Getting this one back in shape is plenty tough as the second pitch comes in low and outside for ball two.
A little music playing there in the background, too.
They are doing some great improvements down here at Bailey Park, so get those lights back up will be really outstanding. Swing and a miss by C.J. 2 balls and a strike. Big cut there by C.J. on the fastball by Lambie. Short porch in left field. I loved it here with the short porch in left field, but you don't see too many home runs anyway. Correction, 2-2 is the count, and there's a pop-up in the infield. It's going to be called by the shortstop, making the catch there for the Red Raiders. Shortstop today, Hunter Chukchek.
Now Gesk retired, that'll bring up Jace Hampy. Good to see guys like Gesk and Hampy getting the start and getting an opportunity to swing the bat here today as well.
Big catch by Hampy yesterday, late in the game on that little looper to right field that we thought was trouble, but he was positioned correctly, came up with a big catch to maintain that perfect game for Joe Chambers.
I think smart scouting certainly helped out Hampy there. Had it played in the right spot, I think 9 times out of 10 where that ball was actually hit, it will probably drop for a hit. But as you said, Hampy was well positioned and made the out, preserving the perfect game for Joe Chambers.
Lambie from the windup, the 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hampy batting .286. A couple of RBIs so far this season for the Mustangs.
Batting from the left side. With the signal and the windup, delivery, another little looper in the infield. This one's going to be tracked down by the third baseman for the Red Raiders, and that's Christian Thomas, sprinting to his left to corral that little looper in the infield for the second out. Bring up Caden Early.
Early grounded out, 3 unassisted. Back in the first inning, enters with a .378 average and 9 RBIs.
Something started with 2 outs here for the Mustangs.
Laurel Highlands entering play today 11-4 overall, 8-3 in the conference.
Swing and a miss at that little change of pace pitch by Lambie has the Mustangs out in front.
Uniontown 3-10 overall, 2-7 in conference play.
Early with the hoodie on, a little chilly.
I don't blame him.
Fastball just misses outside. Good velocity on that fastball that time by Lambie.
Only 2 conference games got played yesterday. The Mustangs 10-0 win over Uniontown, and West Mifflin down Ringgold, locking up at least a share of first place in the conference. Bell Vernon and Elizabeth Ford playing a doubleheader today.
Fold on that one. Early way out in front as that curveball hit in front of home plate. So good pitch again by Lambie.
Right now, Elizabeth Ford the lead in game 1 of that doubleheader over Bell Vernon after the Leps led early on.
2 outs here in the top half of the second. Mustangs on top, 2-0. Lambie trying to 1-2-3 the Mustangs, but that one's high and outside.
I wonder what happened to Bell Vernon. They were so hot early on in the season, but starting to fall apart. If they lose game 1 to Elizabeth Ford, they'll drop to 5-4 in the conference at 5-6 overall. And they were one of the think they were number 2 in the WPIAL at one point this season.
Swing and a miss by Caden Early to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mustangs, and we'll be back with the bottom of the second as the Red Raiders will come to bat here on WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, the C. Harper Sports Afternoon.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Elect Patrick Tiny Livingston for your next North Union Township supervisor. I was born, raised, and currently reside in North Union Township. I have the desire, skills, and experience to help North Union Township continue to thrive. I have a valid commercial driver's license and the ability to operate equipment necessary to maintain and benefit township residents. My ability to work well with others to ensure a job well done bodes well for the township's success. I am asking for your support in the upcoming election, paid for by the candidate.
Back here quickly at Bailey Park as Kumar now facing Colton Sparks. Looks at strike 2 real quick.
A little change there in between innings. And Nick struck out the side. Thomas, Chuck, and Odom in the bottom of the first.
Little hesitation on that one, and that ball gets away. Throw down to first now, and nice play there by Zach Koffler, reaching into foul territory to get the throw from McLean to preserve the strikeout.
Keeps the perfect game intact, too.
Yeah. That would be a heck of a way to ruin a perfect game.
It goes 2-3, but the strikeout recorded for Kumar. He's faced 4 batters and has 4 strikeouts.
Yes.
And bring up Tanner Uphold, the Uniontown left fielder.
And he tries to bunt, and that's going to be foul. Good thought there by Tanner Uphold to try to get something going. And you got to wonder if the coaching staff for the Mustangs would love for Uniontown to get a hit so that they don't have to think about leaving Nick in for the entire game.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, Gary, because you don't know when you're going to play your first playoff game. Let's say the Mustangs end up getting a top 4 seed. They might not play a playoff game for a week and a half.
You're right. So it may not matter.
No, correct.
Ball low and outside, so 1-1.
And you're probably going to have 12 teams in 4A, and if you're a top 4 seed, you're not going to play until the quarters. And I would not be surprised if you're going to see the quarters and the semis played on back-to-back days, not next week, but the week after.
Uphold again, trying to bunt. Fouls it back for strike 2. 1-2. Tanner Uphold, the 5th batter for Uniontown. Here's a little dribbler down to first, and that's going to be picked up by Koffler. Little bad hob. Way to stay with it there for Zach Koffler. 3 unassisted.
2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the second now with Jack White coming to the plate.
That's where all the runners at first base grind up that infield and create some bad hops. So Jack White will step in with 2 outs here now in the second. Swing and a miss. That fastball by Nick Kumar reaching in the upper 80s.
I think he hit 92 or 93 against Bell Vernon earlier on this year.
That's what we were told. And there he comes with the curveball that's about 10 miles per hour slower. And White swings through that one. 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Goes right at him, and that comes over our way and catches the top of the fence in front of the grandstands. Tony was looking to catch that one.
He was trying to make a run for it. Maybe one of the reasons Jerry backed up a little bit today. A little more protection.
0-2 pitch again. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Wow.
So the 5th strikeout for Nick Kumar ends the inning. We'll go to the top of the 3rd. Mustangs still on top, 2-0 here on WMBS. C. Harper Sports Afternoon.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. Need a touch-up or full body paint job? Our water-based paint system gives the best match for your color. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Ty Sankovic taking ball 1, and now the 1-0, and Sankovic getting his second hit of the afternoon, a shot in the left field. And the Mustangs in business again here. Gary in the top of the 3rd as the relay comes in from Tanner Uphold.
You got to believe the coaching staff is rewarding Ty Sankovic, moving him up into the 2nd spot of the lineup. He's been a contact hitter the entire season.
Seeing his average continue to go up now, over 400. 8 RBIs, opportunity now to score his second run of the afternoon on first base. And now at the plate, Nick Kumar taking strike 1. Nick walked and scored a run, first time up.
Just missed out on the cycle yesterday with a single, double, and a triple.
Yeah, came up to bat in the top of the 6th inning, needing a home run for the cycle, did not get it. Now the 0-1, and Nick's hitting that one foul on the left side, so quickly he's behind 0-2. And Nick headed to Marietta College to play baseball next year.
Always a strong baseball program down there at Marietta.
Division III, correct?
It is, but they play a very strong schedule. Mustang great Terry Mulholland went to Marietta.
Nick following in his footsteps. Nick's dad, Larry, was a teammate of Terry, and there's a shot right up the middle in a center field, going between Kuhn and Chukchek. Mustangs go station to station as Sankovic stays at second after a quick relay coming in from Maher out in center field. So back-to-back singles from Sankovic and Kumar. And Laurel Highlands 2 on and nobody out here in the top of the 3rd. Alex McLean coming to the plate.
Weird sound coming off the bat. Didn't have the usual ping that you're used to hearing.
All dirt infield here at Bailey Park. That high grass like we saw yesterday at Landman Field. Alex McLean, who reached via an air. Well, check swing did not go, and Colton Sparks loses the ball there, allowing both runners to advance. Sankovic down to 3rd and Kumar in a 2nd. Sparks just lost sight of it.
Yeah, just got away from him, went back to the screen, back to his left, and he thought it was right underneath himself, but really not a chance for a play in any event. Now the infield will come in for Uniontown here in the 3rd inning, trailing 2-0.
It's not a force out at home either. 1-0 pitch on the way, again low and in the dirt. Sparks blocks it, and the count at 2-0.
And any ground ball that is snared by an infielder for Uniontown will have to look back Sankovic.
That's not an easy play, too, when you got to make the possible tag there.
You're right.
On Sankovic as well if he decides to go home. Now a 2-0 count here to Alex McLean. Pitch from Lambie, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Takes the count to 2-1. Our live video stream sponsors on WMBS today, Jimmy John's in Uniontown and Ford of Uniontown. So pass along our video stream sponsors on the South Union Township Sports Network for you as well. So a 2-1 count now from Lambie to McLean. Lambie here from the stretch. 2-1 pitch on the way, high and in tight. Live sponsors on the South Union Township Sports Network include the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, United Bank, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, South Union Township Supervisors Robert Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, SWGI and Uniontown, Zebley, Mahal and White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys, and UPMC Centers for Rehab Services. Now the 3-1 pitch, that's low for ball 4. All loaded up here, Gary.
With no outs, and that's going to bring up Zach Koffler, the hot bat for the Mustangs, and another opportunity for the Mustangs to add on, and it's going to be a courtesy runner for McLean. Coming out looks like Lemansky.
Correct. So Lemansky to run for McLean. And Koffler had a productive at-bat earlier, picking up an RBI. Was retired 5-3. But able to drive in Nick Kumar. And first pitch swinging here, and that one snared by Chuck Jack. They had an opportunity to turn the double play, but the throw over to White at first was wide, allowing the Mustangs to score a pair of runs.
Yeah, tailor-made double play. Beautiful snare there by Chuck Jack. Gets it to the second baseman Coons, but the throw just a little bit wide over here at first base, and Jack White not able to scoop that out of the dirt. And as you said, we'll have to rule that an error on the throw. And 2 runs in for the Mustangs, making it 4-0.
Sankovic scores. Kumar scores. Now you have Koffler at first, and a swing and a miss there from Joe Chambers. And 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning, with now the score 4-0. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown.
What do you give Koffler there, an RBI?
Just maybe one. Yeah. Could have actually been a double play ball, as you said.
Yes.
But we're going to be generous and grant the RBI. That's 2 today then for Zach. And Joe Chambers now with a 1-1 count on him. Lambie again from the stretch. 1-1 pitch. Low and outside. 2-1 now to Joe Chambers.
Just 1 out in the inning, and due up Braden McKnight, C.J. Gesk, and Jace Hampy looking for an opportunity here in the 3rd.
Joe with that batting average right around 300 right now. Double-digit RBIs as well for Joe Chambers. Next pitch in there for a strike. Evens things up at 2-2 now. Lambie to Chambers.
You mentioned yesterday that Joe was a 4-sport athlete.
Yes.
At Laurel Highlands. Wonder if anybody was ever 5 sports. He could run track.
Track in the spring.
With the baseball.
And I think Joe's time with the soccer team was limited a lot this year, as that one sent foul on the right side just because of all of the quarterback duties that he had. But there was a time when the soccer team was down some guys. They wanted to bring him into the starting lineup just because he's such a good soccer player as well. It's nice when you can have that versatility.
I like to see that. Guys participating in numerous sports. And there's
Chambers, another nice hit ball here. Maher coming in, though, and will make the catch. So Maher charging from center field, retiring Chambers for the 2nd out of the inning. But again, Laurel Highlands a 4-0 lead if you're just joining us. Brian Morozak along with Gary Frankhauser, Jerry Dupay behind the camera. And Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. And now head coach Kenny Musco going to come out here to talk to Lambie.
Got to wonder what this is about.
Especially after an out.
Yeah, Lambie looked like he was getting into kind of a groove, but they're going to take it from him and
pitching change.
So
we'll step aside for a timeout as well. 4-0 Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. We're back right after this here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
for bankruptcy is not something that anyone wants to do. Good people sometimes run into hard times, and they need help. Hi, I'm Dan White with the law offices of Zebley, Mahalev & White, and I'm here to help. If you're faced with insurmountable debt and are out of options and you need help, give our office a call today. Allow us to help you understand your rights and options under the law. Filing bankruptcy is not the end of the road, and if you're struggling with debt, it very well could be a new beginning. So stop worrying and take action. Give our office a call today at 724-439-9200 or click on zeblaw.com for more information. Zebley, Mahalev & White, local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $169 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charborchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Residency restrictions apply. What supplies last? Sale ends June 1st, 2021. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Aiden Martin, the new pitcher for Uniontown, and Gary and I were actually talking during the break. You wonder if that was a pitch count situation with Uniontown being a little backlogged as far as games this week with conference games against Ringgold Wednesday and Thursday. They want to have Lambie available for one of those games.
I think that's exactly right. Coach Musco had a plan, and he stuck to it. So Aiden Martin on, he was a designated hitter, so he must be just going to hit for himself.
Correct. And you might even see a pitch count situation here for Martin as well, depending on how things shake out this afternoon. Just wanting to make sure he has pitchers available for the rest of the week. But again, he'll get back 4 players tomorrow who are out due to some contact tracing, including his son Tate. And talking to Coach Musco again before the game, he said, we just didn't have the mojo yesterday in the dugout. And he said maybe with some of those guys being out, certainly impacted the way the team played yesterday in that 10-0 loss against Uniontown. And there's a rip. Again, sending Maher back into center field, but he'll make the catch for the third out of the inning. So Maher making grabs on shots from Chambers and McKnight, but the Mustangs get another pair of runs here in the top of the third. We'll head to the bottom of the third, 4-0 Laurel Highlands over Uniontown here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
With the rest of the world, Peachin Pharmacy is following the developments of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your safety is a priority at Peachin Pharmacy. For prescriptions, you have many options. Peachin's offers free delivery, free mail, and curbside pickup. If you come into the store, Peachin's follows all of the CDC and state safety recommendations. As always, if you have concerns about your medications, call 724-626-9600 or visit Peachin Pharmacy inside the Peachin Market in Connellsville or online at peachinpharmacy.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164 or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Back now for the bottom of the third inning. Maher, Martin, and Lambie scheduled. And we'll see what the Red Raiders do with batter number 9 here in the inning, since Lambie was removed as the Uniontown pitcher. And again, Nick Kumar has been perfect so far for the Mustangs. Brings the fastball there, hit on the ground, and Joe Chambers a little juggling, but a regain and sent it over to first in time to Koffler to retire Maher 4-3. That wasn't easy, Gary.
Absolutely not, and Koffler made an attempt at it first, but backing him up and making a nice play there, Joe Chambers to preserve things for his buddy Nick Kumar.
After the Mustangs showed some solid defense yesterday when Chambers was pitching. And now Aiden Martin, who's currently the Uniontown pitcher, first pitch swinging there, and there goes the no-hitter in the perfect game. They single into center field, and Caden Early, the quick relay in. Well, it's bound to happen at some point, Gary.
Yeah, nice at bat there by Aiden Martin. Give him a lot of credit. Knew the fastball was coming and just barreled it up, put it right over second base, clean base hit.
And that ends 8 1/3 innings straight of perfect ball for Mustang pitchers against Uniontown during this 2-game set. And Chaz Lambie is batting here and sends the first pitch into the net foul.
So he must be the DH now.
Correct.
How do they do that? I guess they can switch.
Yeah, you'd switch the DH and the pitcher. Good to see Uniontown basketball coach Rob Kesmarski down at Bailey Park today. Of course, Rob was once a Uniontown baseball coach.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago or so. Before Kenny Musco. Swing and a miss there from Lambie. Throw down to first. Look out there. That one's going to go into right field. And a little slip there from Hampy, and that'll allow Martin to get down to second.
And McLean throwing from his knee, and he's going to hear a little bit from Coach Smith on that. Really not necessary with a 4-0 lead, and runner not really that far off, but hey, take a shot.
Counts 0-2 now to Lambie. And the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And for Kumar now, that's 6 strikeouts and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That'll bring up Christian Thomas.
With Martin now down in scoring position at second.
Thomas struck out swinging first time up. Swings and sends the first pitch. Foul over the bleachers here on the near side. Moves the count to 0-1.
Fans running for that souvenir.
Yes. Nice little puppy there in front of us. Seems like every time we come down here we see nice little pups. I was actually trying to talk my wife into bringing our dog Murray down for the game today. She was a little too concerned he'd get too crazy with all the people down here, and he sees the ball, wants to run after it.
Yeah, well, he's a retriever, right?
No, actually a Labradoodle.
Oh, that's right. Well, half a retriever.
Yes. That one a little low. Takes the count to 1-1 now to Christian Thomas. Came into this series with a .286 average. Was a starting pitcher for Uniontown yesterday. 1-1, sent foul into the netting. Here's the count now to 1-2. Again, Uniontown with Aiden Martin down at second. That puppy can't be more than a few months old.
He looks raring to go.
Yes. Count 1-2. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Now 7 strikeouts for Nick Kumar. And the Red Raiders strand Aiden Martin. We'll go to the top of the 4th. 4-0 Laurel Highlands over Uniontown here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Spring forward to home construction season. First Federal of Greene County's variety of construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project. First Federal gives you all of the tools you need with construction loans, owner-builder loans, FHA Title I improvement loans, and home equity loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Hi, I'm Russ Plaho, your local Allstate agent. The number 21 has always had a special meaning to me. When I was young, it meant reaching adulthood. As a lifelong Pirates fan, the number 21 meant one thing, the great Roberto Clemente. 3,000 hits, MVP, World Series hero. But more than that, a great humanitarian who will always be remembered for losing his life in a rescue mission to help those in need. And now, the number 21 represents my 21st anniversary as your local Allstate agent. I would like to think that, like Roberto, I know the importance of community involvement as well as helping neighbors. Over the past 21 years, my staff and I have committed ourselves to learning about our customer needs and personalizing protection for them. From bundling auto, home, and life insurance with ease to evaluating optional coverages based on their protection needs. Are you in good hands? Call me, Russ Plaho, at 724-439-9700 or stop by my office on Lebanon Avenue today for a free quote.
Here we go, back at Bailey Park for the top half of the 4th inning. The Mustangs on top, 4-0. 2 up for the Mustangs, C.J. Gesk, Jace Hampy in the top of the lineup with Caden Early.
Mustangs with 2 runs in the top of the 1st and 2 in the top of the 3rd for their 4 so far today.
Second inning of work for number 33, Aiden Martin.
Actually just came on and got the final outs.
Yes.
In that Top of the third inning on a relief of Chaz Lambie.
C.J. Little pop up to shortstop his first time up back in the second. Second opportunity to lead off an inning. Swing and a miss.
And Joe LaPresta coaching first for the Mustangs today. Mike Smith down at third.
Still sending good wishes to Scott DeBerry.
For sure. Hopefully we'll see him back later on this week.
0-1 pitch. Little, gets the call at the letters on the breaking pitch. 0-2 now to C.J. Gesk.
Yeah, no game for Laurel Highlands tomorrow. They'll play at Albert Gallatin down at German Masontown Park Thursday and then host California for Senior Day on Friday.
Strike 3 called on a letter-high fastball. Must have caught the outside corner, so strikeout looking for Aiden Martin. His first strikeout. Brings up Jace Hampy.
Hampy popped up to Christian Thomas first time up.
Looks like Lambie's down at third now.
Yes.
Ball's in the dirt, ball 1, so have to figure out what happened to Christian Thomas. He did bat.
Maybe he's the DH now.
Possibly. 1-0 pitch. Martin to Hampy. 2-0 high and outside.
I don't see Thomas anywhere in the infield.
He must be DHing.
I don't see 21 out there in the outfield either.
2-0 pitch. There's a high fly ball to left field. Going back right at the fence and making the overhead catch out there in left field was Tanner Uphold. So gave it a ride to the deep part of left field right in front of the tall fence out there in left field.
Has his basketball coach watching him here today, Rob Kezmowski, making a nice grab out there in left.
So Martin settling in with 4 straight outs.
I think his brother Trent plays your alma mater, Gary Bethany.
Oh, that's right. Ground ball to second base, so 3 up, 3 down for the Mustangs in the top of the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Score remains 4-0 Laurel Highlands. The C. Harper Sports Afternoon here on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy Used.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $169 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Sale ends June 1st, 2021. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
We're back now for the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's Gary to bring you the action.
Leading off is Hunter Chukchek, and he check swings, but called strike in the dirt for Nick Kumar.
Made me think it was my turn there.
Hey, you're the boss. Do whatever you want. There's a pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike 2. So in the hole now, Hunter Chukchek struck out in the first, looking. Nick Kumar, very efficient. Get the official pitch count here, as that one is nubbed foul on the right side. Picked up there by Koffler, and he'll get it back into play.
Nick yielded just 1 hit so far. That was a single to center field from Aiden Martin. back in the third inning.
Get the official 36 count for pitches through 3 innings.
Pretty impressive.
Still 0-2 pitch. Now that one's fouled off into the woods over here on the right side again. That one's probably not going to get found.
I have to think they lose a lot of balls down here as well.
Yeah.
A lot of high grass and trees all around.
0-2 pitch again. There's a ground ball down to third. Picked up there by McKnight, but he is not able to corral it, so we'll have to rule that as an E5.
Correct.
To Braden McKnight. Rare E5. Very solid down there at third is Braden.
That was going to regain there a little bit, Gary. Had a little initial juggle and just couldn't get the ball out of his hand for whatever reason. Eric Odom will come to the plate.
With nobody out and a runner on now at first for the Red Raiders. That one gets away from McLean, and that'll allow Chuck down to second easily. So a little action for the Red Raiders here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, trailing 4-0.
Still in this game, though, if they can
absolutely
put something together here. And Laurel Highlands won yesterday 10-0. Red Raiders a little shorthanded, a couple of players out due to some contact tracing issues. They'll get 4 players back tomorrow.
Strike called on that one, so 1-1 to Eric Odom. Nick Kumar now dealing with a runner in scoring position with no one out. All dirt infield here at Bailey Park, so bunting a little bit more difficult. Swing and a miss on a high fastball there. Good velocity by Kumar.
Big time cut.
Nick trying to work outs here in the 4th. Swing and a miss for strike 3, so Odom goes down for the second time, and that's the first out of the inning for the Red Raiders.
8 strikeouts now for Nick Kumar. Mowing them down.
That's going to bring up Sparks, who was a K victim back in the 2nd. That one's just a bit outside, and big lead out there by Chuck that time. Thought about going to third, and McLean smartly just gets it back to Kumar. 1-0 pitch on the way. Curveball in the dirt, but swing and a miss for strike 1. Wind blowing out straight to center field, so anything that any of these guys can get up in the air will have some assistance here at Bailey Park. 1-1 pitch. Just gets the outside corner call for strike 2.
Elizabeth Forward defeated Bell Vernon game 1 of their doubleheader 8-7.
Wow.
Bell Vernon had a 4-1 lead and fell apart, went down 8-4, and then came back and made it 8-7, but still fell 1 run short.
Kumar pushes Sparks off the plate inside for a ball.
They'll play game 2 of that doubleheader at the Ross Draver Complex at 7 o'clock tonight.
That one's in the dirt and gets by McLean, so Chuck will go down to third now with 1 out. And an opportunity now for Colton Sparks to bring in the first run for the Red Raiders, sitting down there at third base with 1 out. Here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, 4-0, Laurel Highlands on top.
Tanner Uphold in the on-deck circle.
There's a shot into right field, and that's going to get by the right fielder. And it's going to be in double, possibly, for Sparks to throw in, unable to make the tag. So an RBI double for Colt Sparks down the right field line, getting past Hampy.
It's interesting, though, Gary. You had Hampy playing shallow, almost the exact same position he was in yesterday when he had that nice grab, which preserved the perfect game for Joe Chambers. But in that situation, Sparks hit it by him, and Hampy had to run back towards the fence and got that relay in, and Sparks showing some good hustle, getting down to second safely, driving in Hunter Chuck, and Uniontown will run back. It's 4-1.
Courtesy runner in for Sparks is Tyler Hawk, number 13. And that's going to bring up Tanner Uphold with the runner in scoring position.
And a lot for Uniontown to play for. They're still mathematically alive for a playoff spot.
And with Bell Vernon losing.
Correct. That really opens things up. And again, they'll have a series against Ringgold Wednesday and Thursday, and they're competing with Ringgold as well for that final playoff spot.
First pitch curveball in for a strike as Tanner squared around a bunt. Charging was Koffler from first base and McKnight from third.
It's still pretty much an open race for that final playoff spot in the section. In fact, you thought maybe Bell Vernon losing would help them. I actually think it hurts them more because it gives Elizabeth Ford another win, who Uniontown, I think, is more directly competing with for the final playoff spot.
I think you're right about that. 1-1 count now to Tanner Uphold with one out. Runner on at second. Runner in already for the Red Raiders. Bunt foul off the screen behind home plate. So now Kumar in charge in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Overcast skies now here at Bailey Park. Really drops the temperature. 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes. Called strike 3. It's going to be a swinging strike 3. He can't get an appeal on that. So that's going to be the second out and the strikeout for Nick Kumar.
9th strikeout for Nick. We mentioned the section schedule for today. Elizabeth Ford already an 8-7 win over Bell Vernon. They'll play game 2 of that doubleheader at 7 o'clock tonight. Ringgold at West Mifflin. West Mifflin won yesterday at Ringgold 5-2. If the Titans win today, they win the section outright. Tomorrow, Bell Vernon's at Greensburg-Salem. Ringgold here at Bailey Park against Uniontown and West Mifflin at Elizabeth Ford.
1-0 pitch to Jack White. Swings through that one. 1-1. Is Nick trying to limit the damage here in the 4th inning. 4-1, Laurel Highlands on top of Uniontown with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. There's a foul to the right side, so good contact there by Jack White.
Laurel Highlands the only team in the conference not playing tomorrow.
Got all the games in.
Yes.
Swing and a miss, ball's in the dirt, tagged by McLean, so strikeout to end the inning. 10th strikeout now for Nick Kumar as we go to the top of the 5th inning with the score now. Laurel Highlands 4, Uniontown 1. C. Harper Sports Afternoon here on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network.
This is Gary Sisson from Sisson Pre-Owned. If you're looking for a great used car at a great price, give us a call at 724-438-2819 or visit us on the web at SissonPreowned.com. During these trying times, we are doing everything 100% online, from financing to virtual walkarounds and home delivery. Visit us on the web at SissonPreowned.com or give us a call, 724-438-2819.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Spring forward to home construction season. First Federal of Greene County's variety of construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project. First Federal gives you all of the tools you need with construction loans, owner-builder loans, FHA Title I improvement loans, and home equity loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Moving down to the top of the 5th inning, Ty Sankovic, Nick Kumar, and Alex McLean do up for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Laurel Highlands a 4-1 lead. Mustangs plating 2 in the top of the 1st, adding 2 in the top of the 3rd. Red Raiders getting a run back in the bottom of the 4th inning, and Sankovic first pitch swinging sends it into the netting foul. And Ty already 2 for 2 today, Gary. Pair of singles to left field, also scored 2 runs in this game.
As we said earlier, he's just been really a good contact hitter. Dennis Taylor in the house. That's son of Horst Taylor.
I've seen a lot of nice locals that you don't see too often. Nice to see him coming out for Uniontown Laurel Highlands game. Sankovic well hit ball, but Maher, who's been busy in center field, making the grab for the first out of the inning, and I'll bring up Nick Kumar. Nick's been on base on both plate appearances so far in this game. Walked and scored a run in the first inning, single to left field, and scored a run in the third.
So the Mustangs would not like to sit on this 4-1 lead. Tenuous at best.
And now Martin's first pitch here to Nick Kumar. Catches the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. I think you'll see Nick try to go the whole way today, Gary, if he can. On the mound for Laurel Highlands.
Well, if he can do that, obviously it saves everyone else, and as you said, most likely not going to need to pitch until at least a week.
Yeah, I'd say the earliest you'll see Laurel Highlands play would be next Monday. And if they happen to get a top 4 seed, I think they might be playing some scrimmage games next week. That pitch off the plate evens things up at 1-1.
Be interesting to see what Coach DeBerry and his staff comes up with the 2 games with Albert Gallatin on Thursday and then California on Friday.
Might be pitching by committee on Friday. That ball sent foul. At least, though, they'll know going into that game on Friday when they're going to play their first round game, which I think helps out as far as deciding who you're going to have pitch.
Right, and especially with that Albert Gallatin game, you don't want to go into that game just, not trying to win.
Correct.
Because it still would be considered for the seedings on Friday.
In the Albert Gallatin game, you'll still have 3 days of rest, or if you throw anybody there, even if you would play on Monday, they'd be eligible to come back and pitch. Maybe not the ideal resting time. But I still think you'll see the Mustangs use a multitude of pitchers in that contest. That ball ripped foul on the left side. Count remains 1-2. Aiden Martin to Nick Kumar. Aiden Martin on the relief of Chaz Lambie, who appeared to be on a pitch count coming in.
You got to believe Martin will be too, but just his third inning of work, actually 2/3 of an inning in the third inning, 1, 2, 3, fourth inning, and now just quick out here in the fifth.
It's been effective. Breaking ball there, sent foul. Got a lot of fans lined up here right behind us.
They're scattering down there too. No attempt at make a catch.
Actually, more fans here than I thought there were. Just noticing a little crowd behind us, too. Next pitch on the way, and that ball ripped into left center field. It'll be Maher.
Up in his eyes,
yes.
And he just went up and got it. Nick Kumar can put the bat on the ball.
So, Nick, 3 productive plate appearances. A walk and 2 singles so far, and he's aboard with 1 out here in the top of the 5th, and Laurel Highlands on top 4-1. And I'll bring up Alex McLean, who got on VNR in the first inning. Walked in the third. Nick about a step and a half lead off of first. As Martin looks back. First pitch on the way, a little low. Count at 1-0.
That was the first hit given up by Martin.
As you said, retired. The Mustangs 1, 2, 3 in the fourth, and got McKnight retired on a fly ball out to Maher to end the third. 1-0 count here now to McLean. Runner going. Pitch was in there for a strike throw down to second. Close play. Kumar kept the foot on the bag. Stolen base for Nick Kumar.
Good slide there by Nick, kind of avoiding the tag. The ball was in there plenty of time. Second baseman for the Red Raiders, that Coons, I believe. No, that's there's Thomas. He's at second base.
Okay. So Coons out of the game then. I didn't think he was in there, though, earlier, Gary, and we were scanning the field.
I think they've moved people around trying to confuse us.
Yes.
Doesn't take much.
No. So Kumar on second. McLean at the plate. 1 out here in the top of the 5th, and Laurel Highlands on top 4-1. Aiden Martin pitching. It's a 2-1 count.
McLean calls timeout. Just too much.
Yes.
Too much delay there by Martin.
And Nick a healthy lead off second. Zach Koffler's dad Ray here in the house as well.
Wind kind of died down here so far. Still a little breezed out to center field.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Missed there, counting out 3-1. The only strike in the sequence was the pitch that Nick Kumar stole second base on.
And that ball that Nick hit in center field was up in his eyes, so little control issues here for Martin.
3-1 on the way, breaking ball, and that one nubbed on the left side. Play made there by Lambie. Throw over to first, a little wide. Was the tag made? They're going to peel it home and say out. And they'll rule McLean out, but Nick Kumar scored on the play, so the Mustangs had another run, and it's 5-1.
Nick never hesitated going around third base, just sprinted into home using that speed. And give credit over here at first base that time to Jack White. The throw toward home plate side of first base, and he had to make the tag, but give an RBI to Alex McLean.
That was the home plate umpire that actually made the call. Very close. Again, that was right in front of us, and really could have went either way, Gary.
Absolutely.
Now Zach Koffler at the plate. First pitch, a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1.
So 2 outs now, no one on.
Zach picked up an RBI, grounding out 5-3 back in the first inning. Got out via fielder's choice and also picked up another RBI, and it's a ground ball going to second. Thomas is there from his knees. Hard throw over to first, and safe at first is Koffler.
A good hustle there by Zach, getting down the line in a hurry. And just a little juggle there by Thomas allowed Zach to get on.
E4, Gary?
Yes.
Now bring up Joe Chambers. And Laurel Highlands now on top 5-1. Chambers walked back in the first inning, flew out to Andrew Maher in the third. Now Koffler on first. 2 outs here in the inning. Martin's first pitch misses low and outside to Joe Chambers. So the Mustangs getting that lead back up to 4 again at 5-1. Looking to end their conference season on a high note. And that one ripped in the gap in right center field. Will go all the way back close to the wall. Maher has it. Relay coming in. Koffler rounding third. And now Mike Smith will hold him up and send him back to the bag. Head first slide back in, but a stand-up double for Joe Chambers.
Good idea over there at third, as quick throw in by the Red Raider outfield would have been a clean out at home plate.
Yes.
So Koffler about halfway down the line.
I think Smitty at first was about to send him. They say, hey, hang on.
He almost grabbed him.
Yes, he almost did. Now Braden McKnight coming to the plate. 2 in scoring position. Runners on second and third. Koffler at third. Chambers on second. 2 outs here in the inning. Martin facing McKnight, who's the 6th Mustang to bat here in the top of the 5th, and he takes the first pitch for strike 1.
So 2 men out there with possibilities of scoring for the Mustangs, and Martin trying to slow the tide here.
Next pitch on the way, sent foul. Again for McKnight, who bats from the left side, certainly eyeing that short porch in right.
Even shorter porch in left, but left-handed hitter.
Yes. You got a little higher fence out there in left, correct? Or is that second fence behind?
No, that's connected.
That ball hit on the ground. 2 second. Thomas is there. Throw over to White at first in time. 4-3 to retire McKnight and end the inning. But the Mustangs get another run. It's 5-3. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown, hanging to the bottom of the 5th here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Going on now with C.R. Harper Chevy.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $169 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is for tax, title fees, and first payment. Residency restrictions apply. What supplies last? Sale ends June 1st, 2021. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
With the rest of the world, Peachin Pharmacy is following the developments of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your safety is a priority at Peachin Pharmacy. For prescriptions, you have many options. Peachin's offers free delivery, free mail, and curbside pickup. If you come into the store, Peachin's follows all of the CDC and state safety recommendations. As always, if you have concerns about your medications, call 724-626-9600 or visit Peachin Pharmacy inside the Peachin Market in Connellsville or online at peachinpharmacy.com.
Back here at Bailey Park, Red Raiders with Maher, Martin, and Lambie due up here in the bottom half of the fifth, and Maher fouls off the first pitch from Nick Kumar, counted 0-1. Also nice to see Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke here at Bailey Park. Mayor talking to the mayor, talking with Hopwood Mayor Tony Hanola, our colleague here on WMBS and on the South Union Township Sports Network. Somebody called him the governor back there. A little one-hopper. 1-1 to Maher. I'll tell you what, if you ever go anywhere with Tony, you get stopped every couple of seconds by somebody he knows. He knows everybody. Count 1-1 now. Kumar to Maher, who grounded out 4-3 last time up in the third inning. This ball nubbed, going right back to Nick. Throws over to first in time to Koffler to retire Maher 1-3 for the first out of this bottom half of the fifth. Now bring up Aiden Martin, who broke up Nick's no-hit bid with a single to center field back in the third inning. In fact, the Red Raiders just 2 hits in this game. The other a double by Colt Sparks in the fourth inning.
RBI double in.
Yes.
Nick with 57 pitches through 4. Just 3 pitches there, I think, to Maher.
Correct. It was a 1-1 count. And Nick stepping off, trying to regain here. First pitch to Aiden Martin. Fastball high and inside. Count at 1-0. Rosa Uphold watching again down in Polk City, Florida. Appreciate Rosa checking in. Benjamin Wilson also saying hello, rooting on the Mustangs on our live stream. Swing and a miss there from Sparks. Evens up the count at, or from Martin, excuse me, evens up the count at 1-1. And Nick set again, a wind and fire the 1-1 pitch. Now showing bunt, and it's popped up, going right back to Kumar. He records the out, so Martin, not what he wanted to do there, Gary, popping up the bunt.
Absolutely not, but again, the Red Raiders just trying to make something happen and give them credit, get runners on any way you can, but that's a hard thing to do when you're facing velocity from Nick Kumar to bunt that down the third base line.
Chaz Lambie coming to the plate. He struck out first time up. First pitch in there for a strike from Nick Kumar. Is Mo down 10 already in this game for the Mustangs. 0-1 on the way. Another fastball right down Main Street for strike 2. 0-2 now to Chaz Lambie. Bobby Ruggieri also checking in on our Facebook live stream as well today. 0-2 pitch. Lambie stays alive, fouling it off into the netting. Count remains 0-2. I think Bobby misses one of our games. Always checking in and watching.
Absolutely. Great fan.
Now Kumar looking for strikeout number 11. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 1-2-3. Bottom half of the fifth. We'll go to the top of the sixth. 5-1. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Going on now with Steel Harper Chevy.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $169 a month. Security deposit deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit seaharborchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is for tax, title fees, and first payment. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Sale ends June 1st, 2021. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Elect Patrick Connie Livingston for your next North Union Township supervisor. I was born, raised, and currently reside in North Union Township. I have the desire, skills, and experience to help North Union Township continue to thrive. I have a valid commercial driver's license and the ability to operate equipment necessary to maintain and benefit township residents. My ability to work well with others to ensure a job well done bodes well for the township's success. I am asking for your support in the upcoming election, paid for by the candidate.
Here we go now with the top half of the sixth inning for the third time. C.J. Guest will get an opportunity to lead things off for the Mustangs.
Guest, Hampy, and early hitters 8-9-1. 5-1, Mustangs lead the Red Raiders.
Still on the mound for the Red Raiders, Martin. Just giving up one run so far, with the Mustangs now looking to add on here in the sixth inning. Here's the pitch. That's low and outside for ball one.
The Red Raiders back at home tomorrow against Ringgold. We'll have it for you here on WMBS. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show on the air at 3:45. First pitch at 4.
Next pitch in there for a strike, 1-1.
Thursday's a simulcast with WMBS and South Union. Laurel Highlands taking on Albert Gallatin. Again, the Colonials are heading out to the game. They're playing again at German Masontown Park. 4:15 first pitch, 4 o'clock. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show Thursday.
Guess trying to check that swing, but unsuccessful. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to C.J. Guest.
And Friday on the South Union Township Sports Network, Senior Day for the Mustangs. California at Laurel Highlands, 4 o'clock first pitch, Senior Day at 3:45.
Down the middle, strike 3 looking, so Guest goes down to start the top of the sixth, and that will bring up Jace Hampy. He's 0 for 2 with a pop-up to third and a fly out to left, deep left, his last time up.
If you like local baseball, Gary, have something going on every day this week.
Certainly do. Swing and a miss. Big cut there by Jace Hampy for the first offering by Martin.
Yeah, the playoff pairings come out Friday at 3 o'clock. We'll post our local broadcast schedule online, let you know which games we'll be covering starting next week.
There's a little looper over shortstop. That's going to fall for a base hit, so Jace Hampy gets things started with 1 out. Single to left. Nice at bat there for Jace as he adds to his average. Another celebrity in the house there, Brian. That's Mike Smith Sr.
Okay.
Coach Mike Smith's father, who was one of my high school football coaches.
Wow. Probably takes you back some years, huh?
Yeah. Not going to tell you how many. There's a low curveball that is chopped foul by Caden Early. Caden trying to get on track here today. Grounded to first, struck out, and grounded to second. His 3 opportunities so far.
Yeah, rare 0 for 3 for Caden, who actually came in with an average hovering around 400.
Good lead over here by Hampy. Martin checks the runner from the stretch. Now there's a fly ball to deep right field. Going back. And right in front of the wall, it hits for the stand-up double now for Caden Early. And Hampy had to kind of wait on that because the right fielder for Uniontown,
Eric
Odom, thought he might have had an opportunity to catch that. And we were thinking it might be out of here, but
kept on carrying.
Just hit short of the fence. So a double for Caden Early gets him started today. Second and third now with 1 out. Brings up Sankovic.
Good to see that hit from Early. Sankovic 2 for 3 today.
And Sankovic rips this one to left field. That's going to be trouble in the sun and goes over the head of the left fielder Uphold. That's going to score 2, so back-to-back doubles. Early and Sankovic adds 2 for the Mustangs, making it 7-1 here in the top half of the sixth with 1 out.
3 straight hits as well after Guest struck out. Hampy single, early a double. Now Sankovic, an RBI double.
2 RBI.
2 RBI double. Increasing the lead now to 7-1 for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown.
And Kumar will come to the plate again. 2 for 2 for Nick. That shot down third, and no play there for Coach Mike Smith. He kind of waved at that one.
Floodgates now semi-opened here for Laurel Highlands, leading by 6.
Same kind of deal yesterday.
Yes.
Mustangs kind of slow start, but I think it was let's see, what inning was that they put the 5 runs up yesterday? The 3rd inning. 3 in the 5th, and then 2 more in the 6th to end things at 10-0 yesterday. Martin facing Kumar, 0-1 pitch. Hard shot down to third. Wow, nice play, but throw over to second, and they got Sankovic off his second. Heads up play there by the third baseman, Lambie.
You don't see that too often.
No. Nice play there by Lambie as he saw Sankovic wandering off second on that hard shot by Kumar. So he's on the fielder's choice, but that erases Sankovic at second.
Much needed second out of the inning as well for Uniontown defensively.
Also heads up by the second baseman Thomas to come in behind Sankovic. Wouldn't think that he would have that.
Not at all.
Play in his back pocket, and coming in to run for the Mustangs would be number 15.
Pleasure. Jake saw some time late in the game yesterday.
And coming to bat for the Mustangs is Alex McLean. With now 2 outs in the inning.
That is a courtesy runner situation as well, with Nick being the pitcher. Flesher running.
So Martin trying to get that 3rd out of the inning. 2 runs in for the Mustangs to raise that lead to 7-1. First pitch to McLean, low and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, on the WMBS side, more Pirates baseball on the way. Boy, they took it on the chin last night.
Yeah, they've been up and down. Fun to watch, but not last night. Second pitch low and outside for ball 2.
Was the final 15-1?
Yeah, I mean, it just kept piling on. It was 7-1 in the second inning, I think.
After they had a 1-2-3 first inning.
Ground ball to short. Up with it and on to first for the out. And the end of the inning was Hunter Chukchek. Nice play. That ends the inning, but the Mustangs do plate 2. Now lead 7-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th here on the C. Harper Sports Night.
Casey Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home-cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey Sports Cafe.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
On Election Day, vote for experience. Re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Union Township Supervisor. Kurt will continue to vote no to increase your taxes in North Union. Kurt will continue to secure funding for North Union Township to improve infrastructure and continue developing and improving recreation areas and expanding the Sheepskin Trail. Kurt Matthews will continue to work as a team with his fellow supervisors and for all residents of North Union Township, Democrat or Republican. On Election Day, Curtis Matthews would appreciate your vote and ask for your write-in vote.
Paid for by the Friends to re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Union Township Supervisor.
Here we go now with the bottom half of the 6th inning. Red Raiders due up are Christian Thomas, Hunter Chukchek, and Eric Odom. Try to answer those 2 runs put up by the Mustangs in the top of the 6th.
What do you have Nick's pitch count at?
67.
Okay.
Through 5.
Good opportunity here to go the distance.
And we will have a 7-inning game.
Yes, we will. Because the Mustangs have already batted here in the 6th. Christian Thomas to lead things off here in the bottom half of the inning.
Nick coming with the heat. High and outside for ball 1. This might be difficult to get anybody else loose now as the temperature is dropping precipitously. Squaring around, but taking for ball 2 was Christian Thomas.
You didn't bring a windbreaker or anything over your suit, did you?
I did. It's in the car.
Okay.
Didn't think I needed it.
Actually, a frost warning, I think, overnight tonight. It's supposed to get chilly.
Ball 3, so first time today that Nick has fallen behind 3-0. It's Christian Thomas looking to start things off here for the Red Raiders. Squares around. It's a take situation for sure as he takes strike 1. Let's see if Nick can come back and get Christian. That's outside for the first walk of the game for Nick Kumar. Very uncharacteristic.
We had 11 strikeouts to 1 walk.
Yeah, of the 15 outs, 11 strikeouts. Throw over, almost getting Thomas leaning. Good move there by Nick, and throw right at the bag, so an automatic tag there by Koffler.
He actually came in 46 and 16, 46 strikeouts to 16 walks.
Line drive up the middle, so first pitch hitting for Chukchek gets the Red Raiders now with 2 men on and no outs.
That might get the bullpen warming up here a little bit. And here we go, Carson Broadwater loosening up.
Time called. As coming to the plate, Eric Odom. 2 strikeouts so far for Eric. And Nick looking for outs here in the 6th inning. And here comes Coach LaPresta. He's going to at least talk it over with Nick. Very deliberate walk out there by Joe.
Giving Carson a little opportunity here to throw a few more warm-up pitches. Probably more of a delay stall situation here, just in case you need Carson out of the bullpen here this afternoon.
Everyone goes back to their respective positions. Still the same infield for the Mustangs. Got Koffler at first, Chambers at second, Sankovic at short, and McKnight at third.
Kind of getting used to this broadcast location here, Gary.
Not too bad.
No. Kind of in the middle of the action, too. You can see what's going on in the bullpen. Reach out and touch first base.
Square around for the bunt after 2 hits. Now for the Red Raiders, takes a strike for Eric Odom.
Red Raiders trying to make this game interesting here in the 6th inning.
Excitement in their dugout. That's a foul tip on the bunt attempt again. So 0-2 in the hole now is Eric Odom.
I think they'll be a little rejuvenated tomorrow, getting some of those players back from contact tracing for that series against Ringgold as they try to end the season on a high note.
Here's the 0-2 and foul back. So hanging in there, Odom gets a piece of that one.
We touched on it yesterday. Just so many close calls for Uniontown. Those 2 games against Elizabeth IV, the 6-1 lead they let slip away over West Mifflin, who's the first place team in the conference in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Now the bunt pulled back, and he's going to bunt with 2 strikes, and that's going to be strikeout.
Wow. Surprised he would still bunt in that situation.
So that's the 3rd time that Eric has gone down on strikes in the first out of the inning for Nick. So important now. It's going to bring up Sparks, who doubled back in the 4th inning for an RBI for the Red Raiders, the sole RBI.
Why would you not swing away in that situation?
I don't understand that at all. Swing and a miss at a high fastball by Sparks. Gets Nick Kumar out in front on the count. 0-1 pitch, ground ball to short. Up with it, Sankovic. On to Chambers for one, over to Koffler.
Got it, wow.
Wow. Good pick there by Zach Koffler on the throw by Chambers. Gets the double play to end the inning.
6-4-3.
Absolutely, and we'll be back with the top of the 7th here on the C. Harper Sports Afternoon on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy Used.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $169 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease up to GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Sale ends June 1st, 2021. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Well, as we come back, Gary, not sure what exactly is going on here, but the umpire signaled something over towards Andrew Maher. Okay. And Maher looks like he left the game.
Maybe he complained about that call. And, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Made an inappropriate comment to the umpire, and that's going to end his afternoon.
So Maher got tossed. And head coach Kenny Musco talking to our two umpires down there.
He wasn't happy with the result of that activity, but
probably the 6-4-3 double play, I guess, at the end of the inning. And the call maybe made over at first. And it actually happened well after the inning had ended. Actually, they were getting ready to start the top of the 7th here when he got tossed.
The entire Red Raider infield was surrounding the plate.
And the Red Raiders, again, don't have too many options in their dugout either, Gary.
They do not. They're going to have to come up with, they may not have somebody to move into center field.
A couple of guys around out there, but not sure who's eligible and who's able to play today. And Kenny Musco still talking to our two umpires. Did they bring anybody out?
Well, looks like number 3. So that is
Brock Sennett.
Brock Sennett going to center field.
So Sennett will be playing center.
And definitely an interesting situation here as we start the top half of the 7th inning for the Mustangs leading 7-1.
Now Maher, he wouldn't be able to play tomorrow then either, would he?
That's probably right. Yes, that's huge.
But again, they will get some players back tomorrow.
But he's a regular.
Yeah, he is a regular. Yep. Starting center fielder. He has made some good plays out in center even today. And Martin still finished up the last couple of warm-up tosses here after that.
And you talked about some of the problems with players that the Red Raiders have had. Who would have thought a year ago that contact tracing would be a term used in sports broadcasting?
Yeah, I agree. On a regular basis, too.
And not just baseball.
No, all the time. We've seen it all year long. And throughout the football and basketball season as well, not just here in the high school level, but the college and pro level too. And hopefully with more folks getting vaccines that we'll see more and more of that disappear, Gary, as we move along here in 2021.
Got to get to that 70% level.
Yes, really get things opened up. It's Zach Koffler, Joe Chambers, and Braden McKnight here for the Mustangs in the top half of the 7th, leading at 7-1.
Little sun now coming out on the infield, but we're not getting the benefit of that.
No, still a little cool out. And Koffler, a rip there to right at Hunter Chuckcheck, the shortstop, who snares it out of the air for the first down of this top half of the 7th inning.
Strong play there again by Chuckcheck. He's had a nice game over there at shortstop.
Good player for the Red Raiders. So one away, and now Joe Chambers coming to the plate. Got on via walk in the first inning, flew out to Maher in center field in the 3rd, and then doubled in that same direction in the 5th. Mustangs going through the order for the 4th time. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Martin to Chambers. You look at that Uniontown dugout, the guys on the field.
I think they're out of players.
Yeah, only about 1 or 2 guys maybe in uniform. They do have a little activity, though, as far as a pitcher warming up behind their dugouts. That pitch in there for a strike. Down to 0-2. And they're not sure if Martin's on a pitch count or what the situation is right now. It's Tyler Hawk who's warming up over there. Now the 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball a little inside. Almost caught Chambers. Moves the count to 1-2. And Joe coming off of that perfect game yesterday. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. A little breaking ball there from Martin. Chambers wasn't expecting it. And 2 up, 2 down here in the top half of the 7th.
And all in all, Martin has been pretty effective on the mound for the Red Raiders.
He's done a nice job in relief.
I don't know how many innings he has pitched here. Let's look. He came in the 3rd.
3rd, correct. Got the last out in the 3rd. He gets more pitches than innings anymore as far as eligibility standards are concerned, as far as when you can return. Under 25, no rest needed. Go 25 to 50 1 day, 50 to 75 2 days. Over 75, you need 3 days of rest.
I would think he's pretty close to that 50 mark.
I would think so.
Which would make him not eligible for the Ringgold Series.
Correct. Little number foul there from Braden McKnight, who surprisingly is 0 for 3 today. Now next pitch here to Braden. Hit hard on the ground to first, through White, and got past Christian Thomas as well into right field. Eric Odom with a relay in, but a 2-out single to right from Braden McKnight gives the Mustangs a base runner here in the top half of the 7th, leading it 7-1.
All you got to do is say he's due, and
yes, there you go.
There you go.
We said that earlier with Jace Hampy. I think we said it about Caden Early too.
We did.
They both got hits.
It's a little reverse eye jazz.
And now you have C.J. Guest, Gary, who's 0 for 3. And he certainly do.
Absolutely.
See if the trend continues. CJ takes the first pitch for strike 1, 0-1. And CJ came in with a .556 average. He's more than due. Let's keep that average intact. That one sent foul into the netting.
Good cut there by CJ. Just a little hair off. And that wind's really picking up now out to center field.
Yes, it is. It's going to be a cold night. Get the fireplace on. Put an extra blanket on the bed tonight.
Absolutely. Hate to turn the furnace on this late in May.
Yeah, I don't think we ever turned ours off. Head first slide back safely there from McKnight.
A lot of people itching to get their pools open.
Yes, might have to wait a little while. Even the long-term forecast, I don't think has us any higher than mid-60s. That one nub foul. And by Gesk.
Thought for a second there that was catcher's interference, but it was a foul ball that went off Sparks' glove.
And Uniontown hosting Ringgold tomorrow. They'll travel to Ringgold on Thursday, both 4 o'clock starts. Uniontown have their senior day here tomorrow. Mustangs senior day is Friday at home against California. They'll play Albert Gallatin Thursday, German Masontown Park, 4:15 start. 4 o'clock Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network. And we'll have the Uniontown Ringgold game for you tomorrow as well on WMBS. South Union will have Laurel Highlands in California on Friday. And there's the punch-out as Guest goes down. That'll do it for the inning. Mustangs strand McKnight, but they still lead at 7-1, hanging in the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Red Raiders here on the C.R. Barana Group High School Sports Day.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
On Election Day, vote for experience. Re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Union Township Supervisor. Kurt will continue to vote no to increase your taxes in North Union. Kurt will continue to secure funding for North Union Township to improve infrastructure and continue developing and improving recreation areas and expanding the Sheepskin Trail. Kurt Matthews will continue to work as a team with his fellow supervisors and for all residents of North Union Township, Democrat or Republican. On Election Day, Curtis Matthews would appreciate your vote and ask for your write-in vote.
Paid for by the Friends to re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Union Township Supervisor.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
First pitch swinging there from Tanner Uphold right back to Nick Kumar. Just jogs over to first and makes the play one unassisted for the first down in this bottom half of the 7th inning.
Robbed Zach Koffler of a put out there.
Yes, he did. And just like that, one away off of one pitch. Now Jack White will come to the plate. Jack 0 for 2 today. We have 11 strikeouts for Nick, or are we up to 12 already? Looking for the complete game. Swing and a miss there from White.
One.
Always a good problem when you got to bring out the calculator to add them up.
12
strikeouts. Solid performance. I think he had a season-high 15 against Bell Vernon. Now one pitch here to White. This is low and outside. Evens up the count at 1-1.
Don't write down one unassisted very often.
No, you don't. We've seen some oddities like that as of late. White popping this one up. Thought I might be able to make a play on it. It's going to stay in play for Zach Koffler. We'll pull it down for the second out of the inning. I had the glove out. I was ready. Now 2 away.
79 pitches for Nick coming into the 7th inning, so well within his ability to finish what he started here today.
Correct. And Brock Sennett now came on for Maher. We got removed by the game by the umpires last inning. And Sennett getting an at-bat here in the bottom half of the 7th. Red Raiders down to their final outs. And Sennett with a little nubber there, and it's going to drop for a hit in front of the diving Jace Hampy. Actually came in front of Caden early, but Sennett gets an opportunity in the game and makes the most of it with a single to right.
Nice at-bat there for Sennett. Keeps things alive for the Red Raiders for the moment. It brings up Aiden Martin.
And Martin stepping in. Kumar now from the stretch. First pitch to Aiden, high for ball 1. 7-1, Mustangs lead it. They had 2 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. They've spread them out here today. That pitch in there for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Lone Red Raider run came in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Red Raiders with just 3 hits. Make that 4. Now that Sennett had the hit.
Ooh, a little in tight there to Martin, 2-1.
Chin music.
Yes. That puppy's had a busy day. Survive the afternoon, throw over to first, head for a slide back safely there, Sennett. It wants to go, I think, though.
Yeah, I think so.
It's had enough today. Wants to beat the traffic out of here. Sennett about a 1.5 lead off first. Count 2-1. Aiden Martin. That pitch in there for strike 2 on the inside corner.
Nick trying to end things here.
Now the 2-2. Runner going. Pitch is high. Throw down to second. Head for a slide Sennett. He's safe in the scoring position.
Good jump there by Sennett. Showed some good speed also. High pitch, hard to handle though for Alex McLean. Had to kind of double clutch on that throw to second.
Count full now, 3-2. That's ball 4. They missed by much, and Martin on base for the second time in this game. And a single in the third inning. That'll bring up Chaz Lambie. Runners on first and second here for Uniontown.
Chaz, a little rough day at the plate so far with 2 strikeouts, so chance for his redemption here.
First pitch to Lambie, right down the pipe for a strike, 0-1. No activity in the Laurel Highlands bullpen. It's on Nick right now, trying to close this one off. Behind Lambie's the top of the order. Mustangs hope they don't see it. 0-1 on the way. Pitch misses outside. Now 1-1 here to Lambie. Mustangs trying to close out the conference season with a 9-3 section record. A one hopper there from Kumar. Runners are going to try to advance. Throw down to third. Goes into left field.
That could have ended it.
Yes, it could have. I think it would have had Sennett if the throw was there in time. And the play was made. It was not. Now runners on second and third.
Oh, McLean.
We have an injury here.
Yeah, he's behind the plate, a little shaken up. It might have caught him in the throat.
Not what you want to see. McLean missed some time due to an injury earlier on this season. It's a little more of a lower body injury. Now McLean being attended to here.
That's where he's grabbing, right below his, under his shirt area at the collarbone.
Yeah, that's not good. Mustangs' backup catcher will be Tristan McCoy. We might want to get the gear on Tristan here, just in case. I hate to see this happen, especially this late in the game.
Yeah, and hoping it's nothing too serious either, with the playoffs looming.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like McCoy's going to try to get the gear on here. Let's see what we got. You going to try to stay in there?
Putting the helmet
He's going to put the helmet back on, so he's going to try to stay in there.
Take a few pitches from Nick, see how it feels. Didn't affect his throwing.
No, I think it was on the other side, though.
Yeah.
It was on the glove side. And he seems all right. Lambie will step back in. Counts 2-1.
Runners on second and third. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th.
A 7-1 lead for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. Kumar back and ready again. A line and fire. The 2-1 pitch here to Lambie. And this is another nubber, but it's going to go right to center field. And making the grab for the final out of the game is Caden Early. So Laurel Highlands, a 7-1 win here over Uniontown. We're back to tell you all about it right after this here on WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Filing for bankruptcy is not something that anyone wants to do. Good people sometimes run into hard times, and they need help. Hi, I'm Dan White with the law offices of Zebley, Mahalev & White, and I'm here to help. If you're faced with insurmountable debt and are out of options and you need help, give our office a call today. Allow us to help you understand your rights and options under the law. Filing bankruptcy is not the end of the road, and if you're struggling with debt, it very well could be a new beginning. So stop worrying and take action. Give our office a call today at 724-439-9200 or click on zeblaw.com for more information. Zebley, Mahalev & White, local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
With the rest of the world, Peachin Pharmacy is following the developments of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your safety is a priority at Peachin Pharmacy. For prescriptions, you have many options. Peachin's offers free delivery, free mail, and curbside pickup. If you come into the store, Peachin's follows all of the CDC and state safety recommendations. As always, if you have concerns about your medications, call 724-626-9600 or visit Peachin Pharmacy inside the Peachin Market in Connellsville or online at peachinpharmacy.com.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, in cooperation with the Fayette County Vaccine Task Force, has established a phone number for direct vaccine scheduling. Fayette County residents that would like or need a vaccine can now call 724-430-3900 between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. Residents will be scheduled at clinics offered by providers across the county, including clinics operated by WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. When the call center is closed, residents are encouraged to visit FayetteCountyPA.org to complete individual registration. Registrations will be sent to a call bank, and calls will be returned within 72 hours. Again, to schedule your COVID-19 vaccine, call 724-430-3900. That's 724-430-3900 between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Monday through Friday, or visit FayetteCountyPA.org to complete registration. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital COVID-19 vaccine clinic is located inside the Uniontown Mall inside the former Burlington Coat Factory. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the new us, here for you.
Does your car sound like it's saying, trade me in, trade me in, every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, trade me in, trade me in. Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
7-1 your final score. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. Here's Gary with your game recap.
Thanks, Brian. For the Mustangs, the 7 runs, 2 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, for their total of 7 runs. Mustangs with 9 hits. They did commit 1 error and left 6 men on base. Hitting for the Mustangs, Caden Early 1 for 4. Ty Sankovic, a good day in that second spot, 3 for 4 with a couple RBIs. Nick Kumar, his normal big day at the plate, 2 for 3. He had a couple other hits. Joe Chambers and Braden McKnight chipping in with hits. Jace Hampy with a hit in the 6th inning. So that was it for the Mustangs for their 7 runs on 9 hits. For the Uniontown Red Raiders, they scored 1 run, and that was in the 4th inning. They did come up with 4 hits. They committed a couple errors and they left 5 men on base. The hits for Uniontown, Hunter Chukchak, 1 for 3. Colton Sparks with the RBI double back in the 4th inning. He was 1 for 3. Sennett came on in the 7th inning for a hit, replacing Maher for his 1-for-1 effort. And Aiden Martin 1 for 2 with a single back in the 3rd inning. So Mustangs come up with another section victory, go into the playoffs on a strong note. Couple games left in non-section fashion, but the Mustangs look like they're in pretty good shape. The pitching should be very much available as they move into the playoffs next week.
And we'll tell you what's ahead for Laurel Highlands and Uniontown when our post-game show continues right after this. Mustangs win at 7-1.
I'm attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law, and I've handled all sorts of workplace accident cases over the past 10 years. When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work. But you may not be physically ready to return. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call our workers' compensation team at Radcliffe Law at 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you and answer your questions at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr. treats children, teens, and adults of all ages. Dr. Wietek performs all phases of general dentistry, including crowns and bridges, partials, full dentures, comprehensive orthodontics, root canals, bonded white fillings, dental implants to replace missing teeth and to stabilize loose-fitting dentures, and comprehensive exams and cleanings. Dr. Wietek is also your place to go for full mouth reconstruction if you've put off going to the dentist for too long. Visit Dr. Wietek online at www.myuniontowndentist.com to view the Smile Gallery and see some of his patients' before and after photos. See what over 35 years of experience and a practice committed to learning the latest techniques can do for you or your family. Dr. Wietek's office is located on the National Pike, 1 mile west of the mall on Route 40. Call him up at 724-439-1616. That's 724-439-1616 for Dr. Edward L. Wietek, Jr.
Attention voters of Fayette County. On Election Day, vote for Fayette County Chief Deputy Treasurer Deb Apicella for County Treasurer. Deb Apicella is the only candidate who has actual on-the-job knowledge, skills, and experience in the Treasurer's office, of which there is no replacement. Deb Apicella has 15 years of proven experience working in the Treasurer's office, with 8 of those years as the Chief Deputy Treasurer. Deb has been doing an outstanding job, daily handling all the money that comes into the county. She reconciles and balances the numerous accounts to the penny. Her excellent work ethic has shown she does whatever is necessary to keep this office running effectively, efficiently, and customer-friendly. Deb Apicella's years of experience have proven she is fiscally responsible, trustworthy, and dedicated to the taxpayers of Fayette County. On May 18th, vote for proven experience. Vote for Deb Apicella and keep her 15 years of proven experience in the Treasurer's office to continue operating smoothly.
Paid for by the candidate.
Back one final time from Bailey Park. Laurel Highlands a 7-1 win over Uniontown. Again, the Red Raiders will have a 2-game series upcoming with Ringgold. We'll have the game from Bailey Park tomorrow for you here on WMBO. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 3:45. First pitch set for 4 o'clock. The Red Raiders also travel to Ringgold on Thursday. The Mustangs back in action Thursday as well down at German Masontown Park. 4:15 first pitch, 4 o'clock. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show both here on WMBS and on the South Union Township Sports Network. The South Union Township Sports Network will also have Laurel Highlands Senior Day game against California coming up on Friday at 4 o'clock. Senior Day festivities starting at 3:45. So, Gary, still a busy week ahead.
Absolutely, and let's hope for some warmer weather as we move through this week. Doesn't look like it's going to happen this week, but maybe next week for the playoffs that we can get some baseball weather for a change and have the opportunity to follow the Mustangs through the playoffs.
Again, the playoff pairings will be announced 3 o'clock on Friday. Laurel Highlands with a win today improves to 12-4 overall, 9-3 in conference play. Loss drops Uniontown to 3-11 overall, their 8th straight loss. 2-8 in conference play. Again, they'll bounce back tomorrow against Ringgold and get some players back for that series against the Rams as well that were out due to contact tracing. Gary, a lot of fun as always.
Absolutely, and we look forward to many more games the rest of this season.
Again, Laurel Highlands a 7-1 win over Uniontown. For Jerry Dupay, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios, and Gary Frankhauser, this is Brian Morozek. Have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, your final score from Bailey Park. Uniontown losing to Laurel Highlands, the Mustangs 7, the Red Raiders 1. So long, everybody, from historic Bailey Park.
Let Sheba Orthopedics get you back to feeling well. Sheba Orthopedics specializes in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacement,